Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, from the field of roof in Moergestel. We're with the first game of the Cup Winners' Cup Division B, and my co-host here is Wilco. Present yourself, Wilco.
Well, good morning to all. It's a beautiful Monday, very sunny, and we're on the location in the ground on the field of roof. I'm liaised with roof and doing the ground work for the tournament. But happy to host or to co-host with Hans.
Okay, we're going to try to do some comments, but we're doing our best.
Okay, to all viewers, welcome at the Cup Winners' Cup. We're playing until the Saturday, the finals, and we're in the bottom of the first inning. Swiss had the bases covered first and second, but didn't manage to pull off a run. So we're in the bottom of the first, and we just had the first out of the leadoff hitter of Botswana. And the team is called Titans. And we are really, really enthusiastic and happy that we have the first African team here in Europe. Number 9 is hitting at the moment, and she's got a ball. The team of Botswana had a very extensive travel towards Europe. They had a two-day travel, and we had the first hit of the game in the midfield, over the midfielder, and she goes for third, and it's a wow! She goes for home. Wow! It's an in the park. Wow! She's a fast runner. We have the first run on the board through an infield, in the field home run in the park. Wow, awesome! That's a great start for Botswana, being on the board, first time in Europe, and now already scoring the first run of the tournament. Wow, that will shake things up. And the next batter is in the box, number 12, Jabane Portia. Excuse my pronunciation if it isn't too accurate, but never talked Botswana names before, so it'll be a challenge for us. And there's the next pitch, called a strike. And we have the first game, we have some startup issues, but we'll get it sorted later on. We have 3 balls, 1 strike for Pochia from Botswana. Number 12 is at first base. So Botswana putting on the pressure a little bit for the Zürich team. So please be aware, people, although Softball Dino is broadcasting, we're more than happy to welcome you at the Roof Sports Park, Sports Center. So if you have any possibilities to travel to Moergestel, you're more than welcome to see it live. And if you're not in that circumstance, you can watch all the games from the Cup Winners' Cup to the Softball Dino television channel on YouTube. At bat number 3 for Botswana, Moergestel. So bottom of the first, 1 run for Botswana, 0 for Zürich. And we have a pop-up, hit to the pitcher, so a fly out by the pitcher, resulting in 3 runs. And we see it on the slow-mo, on the replay. A pop-up being caught by the pitcher, Lisa Hooverts. Makes an end on the first inning. Botswana on the board. Zurich 0, Botswana 1. So and we're back again. And the count's 1-1. As you might have noticed that the box score will not be updated at the moment, but the count is 2 balls, 1 strike. Sorry, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitcher is getting ready for the next pitch. And it's a hit. And it's hit in left field for a stand-up double. So Isabella is leading off Zurich with a stand-up double. And the next hitter from Zurich in the box, number 14. Gets her first ball. It's Leandra Simitovic. You have a time called. So, some tactic talks with coach by the runner of Zurich, number 18, who hit a great double as the leadoff. And now we're waiting for what appears to be a change of the pitcher. 7, number 7. Oh no, sorry. No, my mistake. No changes. '17 is replaced by number 5. It's a change in the outfield. No? Okay. So we do have a pitcher change. Oh, that's a bunt. Late. So, there is a bunt, a sacrifice bunt, to advance the runner to third. And the batter is out. But the runner from second, at number 18, advances to third base. And with one out, there's a potential scoring situation. And the next batter in the box, a left-handed. And she's got her first called strike, number 33 at bat. And number 33 is Tamara Amater. It's a foul ball. So the hitter falls behind. No balls, 2 strikes. So she needs to be more aggressive now in the box. Make sure she doesn't get struck out. Okay. Ball placed in the infield to shortstop. Bobbled by the shortstop of Botswana. And reaching on an error. First base. We see the replay. So, well hit. But bobbled by the shortstop. That's therefore not only she reaches the first base, but also the runner scored by the third base runner, number 18. So The score was 1-1 in the top of the second with 1 out. First base is loaded. And you have the next batter, Mia Matas, right fielder of Zurich. And the count is 1-1. So not only 1-1 as the box score, but also 1-1 in the bottom of the second inning. Oh, sorry, I missed one. It apparently was 1 ball, 2 strikes now. The batter, Mia, struck out by the third strike, swinging. So we have 2 outs for Zurich. And we're back in the top of the lineup with a well hit ball along the first base. So Hoovers reaches the first base. We have a replay. So, okay. It was touched by the first base player, but she couldn't make the out. It was a liner which came back very fast. So I don't consider this being an error. And then the last pitch, the base runner stole second, so we have third and second base loaded with 2 outs. And number 34 in the batter's box, Taylor McCants, seeing if she can score some additional runs. Big swing. So the pressure is on. Two balls, 1 strike. If I saw that correctly. And a ball on the outside. Missed the plate. So we have 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitcher will need to come to the batter. Oh, that's a foul ball. So we have full count. With 2 outs in the top of the second. Taylor McCants at bat. Number 34. Next pitch. Oh, foul ball. So she's still alive. Defending well, very well. Make this a strong at bat. So. Pitcher is getting ready. Pitcher is Olena Sabina. And she's called out. Struck out looking. This will finalize the top of the second inning. And well, it was well held by the Botswana team. No additional runs except for the in the park. Oh, sorry, that was the first the previous inning. We had number 18 scored on a hit, a double. Afterward, by a sacrifice bunt, she advanced to third, and then on the hit to shortstop, she scored a run from Zurich. So making the score 1-1, and we'll be starting the bottom of the second shortly. So then we're back for the second half of the second inning, and the pitcher Hoover's starting well with a called strike and a swing and a miss, making 0 balls, 2 strikes. So the pressure is on for the hitter from Botswana, Kotseya Moergestel. And excuse my poor pronunciation of the family names. It is quite difficult. Well, but we'll do our best. So, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Okay, and well hit. Brought in the field, and she makes it to first base. High base hit. So we have a lead-off single for Botswana. And let's see how fast this runner is. Okay, the next hitter is Uitumelo Moiwa. Has a first hit of the first pitch, and it's a ball, called ball. And ball 2. Just missing the outside of the plate. Followed by a cold strike. So the count is 2 balls, 1 strike for Uitumelo. And it's ball 3. So the count is 3 balls, 1 strike for number 14. Well hit. Well hit to the center fielder, so she was caught out. And the base runner on first does not advance on that fly ball. So we have 1 out for Botswana. The next batter, Apelo Madize. Plays third base, number 19. She just fouled the bunt. See if she can bring the base runner in scoring position. And fouled again. So 2 strikes for number 19. So we got still the situation, 1 runner on first, and the outside ball is called strike. The number 19 is caught looking for the second out, but on that action, the first base runner advances, did not got stealing. So she's in scoring position. Now we have Bonam Lepokizi. It's a right fielder, and the first pitch It's called a strike. And swing and a miss. So Rufus is really doing well by putting the pressure on. No balls, 2 strikes. And outside, just missed the play there. And swing and a miss. So that will end the second inning. And it means that we have a score of 1 run for Botswana, 1 run for Zürich. Botswana taking the field.
All you need is the ball.
Okay. So, pitch is warm and ready to throw the next pitch in the third inning, the top of the third. And I must say, Roof did an awesome job with facilitating this game for BSC. A lot of flags of countries which are playing, and even countries which tend to be the home, the players who represent countries from Belgium, America, and the Netherlands. Roof is playing Hoofdklasse, the Dutch Premier League, and doing that with a quite young team this year. So we have the first strike on the board. Now the count is 1-1. Taylor McCants in the box. No, that's not correct. We have number 44. Carmen Lutz Demes. Carmen from Challenger Zurich. Number 44. Fouls it off. Meaning we have 1 ball, 2 strikes. And she needs to defend the plate. Making sure she either gets on the base or stays live. Next pitch. Fouls it off again. So this is a tough cookie. And we see some familiar names at the Zurich challengers from the Dutch competition, Dutch club players. .22 is the count. So, swing and a miss, making the first out. And low inside ball. That the batter couldn't hit. Low in his side, so making the first out. An excellent pitch by the Botswana pitcher. Ona Lena Sabina. And another fantastic spot. Swing and a miss by Cheska Ham. The next hitter for Zurich challenges. Number 20. It's 1-1. And Zurich making some noise in the dugout. Making sure to create the perfect atmosphere to work that plate, get them some runs. 2 balls, 1 strike. Okay, there's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. 22. The famous words of Kobus Oosting. 22. And the next pitch. Ouch! Cold strike. So she struck out looking for the second out. And we got the replay over here. You see the inside top corner. Called strike by the home plate umpire. And an umpire is always right, so no discussion about that. So first strike called. And it was swung that as well, so this is obviously a ball. High and away. 1-1. Call strike. At the bottom of the zone, but and another called strike. Makes it the third strike. Looking. And well, obviously, if you have 2 strikes in the count, well, you need to increase your area. So the technical crew is just getting adjusted towards each other. Softball Dino is here all week, hosted by the main man, Hans Vleugels, doing it without his alter ego, Kobus Oosting, because I think he will be in Czech or Italy or with Olympia. So we have a kind of guest crew in Moergestel, and the more we host the games or stream them together, we will, as like softball team, get more into a flow with each other, and happy to host you these fantastic games during this week. The weather has turned a little bit cloudy, but that's not a punishment because it was quite hot yesterday, and a nice breeze sometimes, especially now with the whole week of games in the Cup Winners' Cup. A little bit of variation in the weather would be nice. Okay, so we just started at the bottom of the third inning. Still the count, or the score, 1-1. And 2 balls, no strikes for the pitcher who believe plays normally in UVV. Unfortunately, UVV not doing too well at the Premier League. Softball fast pitch in the Netherlands. They are at the last spot, so they really need to work those games still ahead of them. But she doesn't have any problem with that. Looking at just throwing the strike, count makes it 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. And another strike called, making the full count. And Bonang Lepotokizi, right fielder of Botswana, looked at it, didn't find it a strike, but umpire disagreed. She pops it to the midfield, and awesome job by the midfielder, advancing into the ball and making an underhand catch. A little untraditional, but it doesn't matter how you make the outs if you make the outs. So the first out. With the next batter for Botswana in the box, Morong Chepekolo, first base. Looked at the first pitch of her at bat, thought he wasn't okay, and this one she thought it was really awesome, and she said, well, let's hit that one into the left field. Awesome job, stand-up double for her. Reaching second base with 1 out. So already in scoring position for Botswana with 1 out. Number 18. The next batter, I can't even explain how to pronounce this. Number 10. I'm gonna make it myself easy, and I'll try it later on. Oh, she gets an intentional walk. So it's a strategic choice of the coach from Zürich, seeing if they can hit the ball in a double play and then come out of the inning unharmed. First and second base loaded. With Tlotslo Mazulo, the DH at bat. The first pitch was a strike, and now the next one. Oh, she hit it just past the shortstop, and the second base runner scored on the hit, and the first base runner advanced to third, and because the action was done to home plate, the batter could advance to second. So create a situation that we don't have a force play. Bases loaded, second and third. And with Pochia Jarbane, number 12. On the hit by Poscia. The runner from second is tagged out. So that's the second out. The runner on third scores. And the better runner is safe. But we have 2 outs meanwhile. And only first base occupied. But 3 runs for Botswana. And 1 for Zürich. Foul off the ball. First ball. Then the second strike. Foul ball. It's 1-1. Swung and missed for the second strike. So the count is 0 balls, 2 strikes. With 2 outs, runner on first. And Goitseo Moergestel at bat. But the third out was created by an action. We have a replay, Hans. Replay, Hans. She hit it to the pitcher. It was a soft hit ball in the infield, and it was to the first base. An action making the third out. But we have 3 runs for Botswana and 1 for Zürich on the board. So Botswana doing an awesome job. Now we go to the bottom of the third. Bottom third. Guys, you're killing me, guys. So it's my first time hosting or presenting for Softball TV. So we are in the 4th inning. Good morning, guys, from Roof Moergestel. Hi, coaches. I hope they slept well, ready for their first game of the tournament. So we had with the bat check yesterday at the technical meeting, there were some bats discarded from the Botswana team, but fortunately the coach staff of Roof, the host, could lend them some bats, so at least they would have sufficient bats to run the tournament. So Botswana very happy with that support from the Dutch host, and so far they managed to get the bats speaking clear language. 3 runs for them and 1 for Zürich. We're in the top of the 4th inning, starting with Rio Lozena. Popped it up in the foul territory, but was caught out. So first out. So Zürich. So we get the replay over here. So pitch thrown. Popped it up in the infield, foul territory, caught by the third baseman, base player. Now number 14 in the box, Leandro Simitovic. Oh, just missed it on top, in the top of the zone. Little high, called for a ball. Oh, now Lena getting ready for a second pitch of this at bat. That's called for strike inside. 1-1. Let's see the speed of the Botswana pitcher. As you can see in the box, there's a consistent speed, 56 miles. That's a decent speed. So called for a strike. We have 1 ball, 2 strikes. And I'm really surprised that Botswana, after a 2-day travel, so they went from Botswana to South Africa, from South Africa to Düsseldorf, from Düsseldorf to Brussels, and then they arrived late yesterday afternoon at the host location. That's the balls on base. Base on balls for number 14. So we have a lead-off hitter is on the first base by a base on balls. And the Zürich the Zürich people are going to see if they can turn this game around. Okay. So a sacrifice bunt to advance the runner from first to second. It paid off. So the runner was advanced to second. The batter was thrown out on first base, but even the base runner wouldn't settle for. The base runner wouldn't settle for the second base, so she took third as well. Hold at third base. So we have a runner on third with 2 outs. And a ball fouled off. So we got 2 strikes and 2 outs and a runner on third. The Zurich Challenger are playing some short ball. Another foul ball. Kun je er 1 laten? Ja, top. Succes dadelijk, hè. So. Okay, swing and a miss. Will result in the third out for Zurich. No scores. So the score remains 3 for Botswana, 1 for Zurich. And we still have Botswana to finish the 4th inning. So they have the opportunity to advance or to expand the number of runs. So bottom of the first in a minute will be starting. And number 3 Moergestel will be leading it off for Botswana. We have still Melissa Hoovards from UVV as the starting pitcher, throwing for the Zurich Challengers. And while we see some sunshine in the southern Netherlands part, We'll be starting off the bottom of the fourth. And we see the Zürich Challengers defensive lineup. So first pitch thrown, and apparently it's a ball because it was low. Boitumelo wants at bat. Hit to shortstop, creating the first out in the inning. So a grounder hit to shortstop to first base, result in the first out in this bottom of fourth. Speed of Melissa Hoeverts is 55 miles. So second pitch is a ball. Getting ready for the next pitch. Called a strike in the bottom of the zone. Somebody is messing with the box score. Again. Oh, ball hit in the left field. So it was hit in the left field. We see the replay at the moment. Hitting it for a single, just over the third base player. Staying at first base, so a single. So with one out, we see a bunt and called foul. So it just rolled foul. No advance for the first base runner. But clearly Botswana is looking to expand the score. Bonang Lepo Tokizi at bat, getting clear instructions from their coach to making sure that the base runner from first can advance. Cold strike, so she falls behind. No balls, 2 strikes. And while we see in the park the next team arrive doing their pre-game, looking at the next pitch. It's foul ball. And if it's foul ball, she should be out, right? So, if you bunt on 2 strikes already and it's bunted fall, normally it would result in an out. So I don't know what is the custom in Africa, but in Europe you consider to be an out if you bunt on a 2-strike situation and it's bunted foul. So some discussion going on between the coach. What is the explanation? But I would be surprised if this would be wouldn't be an out. Okay. So while we see some adjustments in, okay, what is exactly the tournament rules or the rules in the WBSC? Clearly this is a well-known rule in softball as well as baseball. So we have 2 outs. And Maitume Surumula is at bat, getting a ball. And while there was a attempt to steal second, it was that fast at second base that the runner decided, well, let's not even try to go there. And we get a hard hit ball in the midfield and the gap, in the gap between 8 and 9. And there was some hesitation in the running, so the runner from second on the action, on the throw from the right fielder, was thrown out perfectly by the catcher. Thrown out by the right fielder and tagged out by the catcher. So resulting in the third out. Wow, what a great throw it was by the right fielder. Really well hit in the gap, but due to the speed and the well thrown ball to home plate, they could not make any extra runs. So runs still 3 for Botswana, 1 for Zürich Challengers. And we arrived at the 5th inning. And it is about time Zürich will see if they can put some runs on the board to make a chance of winning this game. And it's always the first game in a tournament is also not only for us as softball Dino difficult, but also for the players. Get used to their team in a different environment, maybe with some different setup of the team, new players or host players or guest players. Some tension of the tournament. First game is always a little exciting. Nerves get in their way sometimes, and it might be the case for Zurich. Botswana, however, although they had the 2 days travel in from Saturday morning till Sunday evening, they are really doing well. But softball is always softball, and we see a lead-off hit over the left fielder of Botswana. So it looks like Zurich is now ready to do something in return. And the lead-off hitter has made it to first. I thought it would be a double, but apparently it was returned to the infield quite fast. There is some discussion going on now between the coach of Zurich. They may be discussing some about how they call it, interference, or I think they're seeing if there was something regarding interference of the first of the base woman, the base player was in the way of the runner. I don't know. We just missed that on our camera. So there is there's a umpire meeting now to discuss what has happened, and if something has occurred. Blah 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 blah. Okay, let's see what the judgment call is. It appears that it either has not been observed or there's no foul play occurred. So we're continuing with the game, number 34. And I would be highly appreciated if we can get it in the box. Number 34 is Taylor McCants. Oh, big swing. Wow. She's really going for it. Number 34. Called strike. So she runs behind. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, a riser was thrown, but fouled off by the batter. Making sure that the pitcher needs to work to get the out. And we really well defended. So next pitch. And she was hit by the pitch. So she advanced to first base. Making sure that first and second are loaded with no outs. So that can be an interesting situation. I'm not going to predict anything, but yeah. Number 44, but Carmen Lutz, Demes, at bat for the challengers. Number 44 for Formula One fanatics. It's also the number of Lewis Hamilton. But that's so wrong. That is so wrong. Well, let's see if they can do something right here. So Carmen getting ready for her first pitch. Really motivated to do something in return for their teammate. One in scoring position and the other one on the first base. Getting ready. Ooh. And that was called a ball inside. Thanks Rijn Merks for hosting my cup of coffee. Hit but fouled off. Making the count 1-1. Really going further, not waiting for a ball, base on balls. Yeah, she really wants to hit it and hit it far. That's clearly a ball. Too low. 2 balls, 1 strike. So the batter is really making sure that the pitcher needs to come to her and give her something to hit. And let's see what is going to happen. Oh, well hit. Ooh! It was a fly ball. Hit over the second baseman, almost hit over second baseman, and it was touched by the glove, but she couldn't manage to get hold of it, so she dropped it. Making sure that the first runner on first and second needed to advance. By the right fielder, it was thrown foul to the second base, or to the shortstop, creating 2 runs on the board. 2 runs on the board by that same error. So it's 3-3 in runs. So it was really a poor foul creating those 2 runs. And it was popped up, and it was a difficult ball to catch, but staying nice and steady, making the outs where you need to. That's the difference between winning a game or losing a game. And clearly this was not the perfect execution of this hit ball. Making the score 3-3 with still 0 outs and a runner, the hitter runner, advanced to second. So again a person in scoring position. So Botswana really need to keep their cool, making sure to make the outs and be consistent. It's called a ball. It's low and in. So clearly Zurich challengers are coming back, because softball is a game of seven innings, and it's only finished after somebody who sings, and it was somebody with a heavy weight, and yes. As Wout, my neighbor here in the technical area, says, it was a corpulente dame. It's Dutch for somebody big, singing, and only after that singing, oh, a well hit ball. It's a liner. It was not held before the outfielder, so the batter can advance to the second base, and the runner on second base can even score on this hit, which might have been the case if she could have held the ball before, but at least the runner could advance to second because of that error. So it's a single with a error 9 to advance to second, and we have Zurich challenger leading the game 4 runs to 3. So this is kind of a changing point in the game at the moment. Seeing if Botswana can keep their cool. Now that ball called hit by pitch. And it was judged by the umpire as being a dead ball. And we have, with still 0 outs, first and second loaded. So potential infield fly situation, but also possibilities to have some short game. Short ball, so let's see what happens. The Botswana team is really under pressure at the moment, so it looks like the coach of Zurich trying to take some advantage from this situation. See if he can push this through. Ah, nice. Thanks, Hans. I should have brought my glasses, I see. And a grounder hit to the gap between third and short. Making sure that the runner on second advances to home. And we have still runners on first and second, so similar situation, but the Zurich challengers extend their lead by run. So meanwhile, it's 5 runs for Zurich, and they really have a rally going on. So 4 hits so far for Zurich, 7 hits for Botswana. However, Botswana making 4 errors, which really makes the difference. I see some on the scoreboard. I saw some different numbers, but it's Wout van der Horst to blame. Yeah. No, Wout is helping here, helping out softball. Dino, normally Wout is on the field, being a very enthusiastic league umpire, but as well as Little League. Been in the World Series and regionals. The guy really been around, but scoring a box on the technical department is a little bit difficult. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we try to get Wout do a lot of technical stuff. Um, there is a pitch change coming up, I guess. Yep. Botswana really feeling the pressure now from the challengers. And they have now a 4-run fifth inning. So something needs to change to get the game back into control. So the Swiss in the back are really celebrating their successful fifth inning. Are really being happy. Well, what is not to be happy here? The weather's great. Softball, your favorite sports. You can do it with different clubs from all out of Europe as well as Africa. So this is not only a very sporty event, but also a fun event. And what is not to like about this? So pitch is almost ready, and we will continue with the fifth. The game is already 1.5 hours on the way. We have 5 games today, 4 tomorrow, for the day after tomorrow, and so on and so on. You can see the schedule on either Facebook on Roof or at the WBSA Europe. You can watch the whole schedule. So if you are interested in visiting Roof, you'll be more than welcome. If you want to see the games, you can go to the channel of SDTV on YouTube. Oh, you're not on YouTube? Oh, sorry. Ah, okay. Well, get some new information. No YouTube link, but it is SDTV is on the WBSA. The WBSC Europe website. There is the link to all the games streamed. So, correct me. Corrected by Hans, our main technician. It's not on YouTube, but it's on the WBSC Europe website. Okay, Botswana's ready. So we have a pitcher change, and now the first strike, the first pitch is called strike. And getting ready for the next pitch. It's down and low. 1-1. Dorcas Motsweti is pitcher for Botswana. Is number 15 Hans? Okay. And she receives a comebacker, and the out is made. It's not made on second. Wow. And it's not made at home. So the number of errors are increasing. So there's a lot of pressure on the team of Botswana. So she was off the bag on second. The runner was hit by the ball. And that's why the catcher could not take control over the softball. So the play at home was not recorded as an out either. So no outs, and challengers are doing damage, big time damage on Botswana team. So a runner on second and third, still no outs. There is some discussion. Oh, changes. Okay, we have changes for Swiss. Meanwhile, the score is 6 runs for Challenger Zürich, 3 for Botswana. And we're in the top of the 5th. Still no outs. And Leandra Simitovic at bat. No. Simitovic was on second base. So. Number 14, although it's in the box score, is on second. And we have the next batter. And the first pitch is called a strike. Dorcas ready for her next pitch. Okay. A bunt. Oh, it's a dead ball. So the ball is touched in the batter's box by the hitter. And that's why it's called a foul ball. So you need to return. Number 33. Nummer 33 Hans. So number 33 at bat. Nee, 14 staat op 2. So number 14 is at second base and number 33 is Tamar Amater is now hitting. Foul ball. Voor Lisa. Voor Hovers. Yeah, I think she's the last at bat, number 33. Yeah. So number 33 at bat. And hitting a pop fly. So number 33 is the first out for Zürich Challengers by a pop fly. Yeah, correct. So we have one out. Wout. We have one out. Wout. And the first pitch is called a... Oh, I thought it was a ball, but I missed something. So next pitch. A swing and a miss. So it's 1-1. The count is 1-1. Number 13. Yeah, but that's a change. Number 5 is substituted by 13. And a ball down the middle, hit hard, scoring 2 more runs. And the runner is sliding and ending up a meter before the plate. But there was no play, so no damage done. 2 runs more on the board, so creating the situation that Zürich has 8. Botswana still stranded on 3 in the top of the 5th with 1 out. So the Swiss are really doing damage to the Botswana team. And what looked to be a walk in the park by Botswana has been what changed to a nightmare. Foul ball. It's nice. Yeah. 2 runs scored in the previous action. The ball down the middle. We have only a runner on first. And out on first. And out on first. So Hoovers in the replay you can see it. Hit to the third base. Seeing if she can make the out on second. But obviously because she can't. Choose for the secure out on third base. Having 2 outs now. And only a runner on second, going for home now. And the ball bobbled in the right field. And the runner thinks she's going to second, and is tagged out by fantastic action. Right field throws to second, and we have the third out of the inning. Wow, this was a long offensive inning. 3 runs for Botswana. 8 runs for Zurich. Hans, do we have a commercial?
All you need is the ball. All you need is the ball.
Okay. I can't hear myself, Hans. Yeah. So we have a pitcher change at the Zurich team. Hoevers is out. Yeah. So 13 for 5. We already saw that in the offense. Hans, I cannot hear myself. I don't know if people can. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay, guys, we're in the bottom of the 5th. Well, Zurich obviously did a lot of damage on the top of the 5th, scoring 7 runs. So the score, meanwhile, has been changed to 8 for Zurich, 3 for Botswana. And if Botswana want to turn this game around, they need to do some offensive hitting. Good hitting at the moment. First strike by the new pitcher. So Lisa Hoevers is replaced. Yeah. No. Lisa Hoevers is replaced as a pitcher, throwing her first pitch, being a strike. Is 13, hè? Pitcher is 13. Yeah. So, hitting a high ball into foul territory. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, and hitting for Botswana number 18. Moron Sepekolo. Yeah. Hitting another foul ball over the backstop. So count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Zurich team thinks, well, we're going to have our relief pitcher making sure that we keep the situation as is. Ball is hit to second base, ensuring the out of first. So the leadoff hitter results in the first out. And Lisa Hoovers, meanwhile, has moved to third base. Okay, the next hitter for Botswana. It's a really difficult name to pronounce. I'm not even going to try this. Please try this at home, not here. So we have 1 strike. So pitching is doing an awesome job, putting the pressure on to the hitter. Swing and a miss. Pitch on the outside of the zone, advancing her to 0 balls, 2 strikes. And if I would know the first name, I would call it the first name. So can you show me the first name? So, Onko Kame. Onko Kame is my favorite player with the most difficult name. Onko Kame with a difficult name. That's how we're going to call her. So, playing shortstop. And it is a called strike. It was not a low ball, it was a fair high ball, but called for a strike. And I would like to debate this pitch, but people, also umpires are humans and can make poor calls. I had a statistic review on an MLB pitcher umpire. He scored 98% from calls right, and he did an awesome job. So it is a very difficult job umpires need to do. So they're human, they can make mistakes, but we're really happy with them here to run this tournament together with the officials. Meanwhile, we have the second out, ball to the right field. Oh, sorry, there were 2 outs. We had a hit to the right field. Making sure there's a runner on first. Fouling the ball. Next pitch. It's a ball. The out made on from pitcher to the first base. The pitch is really throwing a decent speed, 59 miles an hour. So there is some increase in speed. It was a chopper hit into the field directly to the pitcher, and the third out was made. So we're going to move to the top of the 5th. No score on Botswana, and the score on the board is still 3 for Botswana, 8 for Zurich. Although our scoreboard on the stream says 9, I beg to differ. apparently missed a run. Score appears to be 9 for Zürich and 3 for Botswana. And I don't know if there is a special rule about runs ahead? Is there a mercy rule with the WBC? So 7 and 5. So Zurich just missed they just missed the mercy rule by 1 run. Meanwhile, in the box for Zurich, we have number 44, Carmen Lutz. Yep, number 44. And I don't know why, but this is for me, it's easier to pronounce. Grüße miteinander. That's Austrian, Hans. No? Swiss. Oh. So we're learning all kinds of stuff. Swiss, Austrian, maybe Croatian, maybe some Botswana this week. And also a little bit of Brabants. Witte nie, jongen. Witte wel, witte nie. Okay, let's continue in English. Number 44 in the box. And it's considered a ball inside. So 1 ball. Wout, I see 3 balls on the board. It's only 1, eh? One ball hit too short. Results in the first out because results in the flawlessly fielded to first base. Okay, and we have the first out. The next batter in the box is Cheska Ham, number 20. And the first pitch is being called a strike. And I think they want to talk. They want to discuss what you're going to wear this evening when you go to the party or to the barbecue or to dinner. Oh no, it will be softball related. So they managed to make up their minds and see what they have in store for the batter. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out, and no runners on the bases. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch. It's a little bit high, so ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. No worries, White. Oh, and ball hit it to the glove of the pitcher, but perfectly recovered by the shortstop. So a comebacker towards the pitcher. She managed to take some speed out of the ball, and that resulted in the shortstop being able to make the play to first base for the second out. We have 2 outs, out. Two outs. And now a ball. The first pitch was pitched awesomely, but equally hit it to the left field. The batter thought, well, this is my ball. I'm gonna hit it and hit it hard. Over the right, the third base player could not advance though. So it's a single. With 2 outs on the board. 2 outs out. Number 18, Rio Lorena Sanchez. Well, that doesn't sound very Swiss, but yes, yeah. I thought we had the German, the Italian, and the French speaking, but apparently we have also a Spanish area or Spanish background. Oh, obviously the world is changing a lot. People are living everywhere, and maybe even Swiss is a melting pot of different cultures. Who knows? So, called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. With 2 outs, a runner on first. And let's see if Rio Lorena Sanchez can do some damage on this pitch. She hits it, but she hits it foul. Making the count 22. "22 for you, Lorena." Two. It's all 2s on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here we go. And a ball hit. Fouled, just fouled. It almost managed to get the third up out of the third base, but it missed by a little. So the count remains 22. Kope's favorite count. Hans' favorite count. And fouled off again. So she really has a quality at bat over here. Making the batter of the pitcher work to make the out. Still standing. Managed to stay alive. Oh, and a pop fly. Fouled off again. So she's a real defensive player in the batter's box for Swiss. Okay, and a high hit ball to outfield, and it was just missed by both the center fielder and the left fielder, just in the gap between 7 and 8. I think we're gonna get a replay on this, maybe. So a real big hit to outfield. 3 players from Botswana fighting for the ball, but don't manage to get the catch. And we have a 10th run scored on that hit. Meanwhile, we have Leandra Simitovic at bat. And Sanchez is on second base in scoring position to see if she can make extra runs, but due to the pop-up of Leandra Simitovic, we have the third out. Sorry, I mean to end the inning. Sorry, I mean the top of the sixth inning. But the score is 10 runs Zurich, 3 runs Botswana. So
All you need is the ball.
and we're going to watch the replay. We already started with the bottom of the sixth. First pitch is directly brought into play to the second base, and she's called safe. It was a really close call, but fast runners from Botswana. So called strike, and gonna do the attempt to steal, and because the shortstop was juggling the ball, didn't have control over the ball, it was safe. So a stolen base for the lead-off of Botswana in scoring position. And now we have Boitemele, and Boitemele hitting a foul ball into right field. Boitemele number 14 at bat. Geeft niks aan. Foul ball. Oh, I thought it was a foul ball, but apparently the ball is not hit because the runner can advance to third. So we have 1 ball of 0 balls, 2 strikes. And now a ball hit into the right field, advancing the runner to score. 10 Zurich, 4 Botswana. And we're gonna get the replay. So the ball is lined back to the right field, and the runner on third scores on that hit. That was the previous. Number 14 was the previous one. So we now have Apelo Madize, and try to pick her off at first base. Called safe on a ball. And well, the slow motion or the replay clearly shows that the call was correct by the umpire. 1-1 is the count. And we have and an overthrow. The runner on first advances to second. Hello. Hi, Fred. Okay, we have a runner on second in scoring position for Botswana. I see the scoreboard shows 5-10, but in my opinion we have a 4-10 score. But we're going to double check. That was a called strike, so the count is 22. Hans, can you check with Jeroen? Yeah. Yes. So official score is now considered 4-10, not 5-10, which is on the board. There is confusion based on balls. So we have 1 and 2 occupied potential infield fly with no outs and score being 4-10. And we are going to have a substitution player. So administration that needs to be done. And we're waiting for that change to be made. Okay. Kesego Seniero. Oh my God. Difficult to explain, but so those hairdos do not help seeing what numbers are playing, but we have a new hitter. And first and second with no outs. Señorero at bat number 13. Inside. And a double steal attempt. Successful. Gold save at third base. In the replay we can see the double steal. Reeling having a good jump. The pitch is thrown low. And the runner is there on the base before. Play on home plate. The ball is hit to third. The ball runner still decides to go, but is tagged out before home plate. Is holding in the first out. No score. And the runner on second does not advance. So the batter is on first base by a fielder's choice, resulting in the out at home plate. So we have a similar situation to the previous at bat. First and second. Runners on first and second, and with now one out. So one strike called. Changing the bat. Maitumelo Serumola at bat for Titans. Heb jij wel water hier? You got some water? Okay. Okay, change is executed. We're going to resume the game. All right. Blah, 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 blah. And while we're doing some discussions, coaches making some replacements. We're still waiting on the next pitch to be thrown. Situation is 10 runs for Zürich. So first base player is changed. Sorry, we have a new base runner. So pinch runner on first base. Called for a strike. Zurich 10 runs, Botswana 4. And we have 2 strikes on the board. Fouled off. So count remains with 1 out. Runners on first and second. Next pitch. Brought in play. Out made on first by the pitcher. So we have a second out. Battles is thrown out by Battles action pitcher to first base. But runners advance. So we have runners on second and third with 2 outs. So a hit will score. And the batter is really going for it. Morong Sipekolo hits it foul for on the first pitch. So we have 1 strike. And swing and a miss, so that's the second strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Third and second occupied. And that's a whole eyeball. Effort to pitch out the hitter. She didn't take it. Ooh. Called strike. So, called strike, it's out, end of game. Gonna have a lot of discussion, but an out's an out. Ending the bottom of the 6th. So we're going into the final inning. So Botswana going into the last inning having the opportunity to come back into the game. 6 runs behind. So what started in the first inning with a 1 run for Botswana, 0 for Zürich. Then it was 1-1. Zürich scored in the second inning. Botswana took the lead again in the third inning. Created a 3-1 score. But after a scoreless inning, fourth inning, Zurich scored 8 runs, caused by a number of errors. If I look at the official scoreboard, there are 6 errors recorded for the Botswana team, 0 for Zurich. Really paid off the 6-run advance in score. Botswana still out hitting Zurich, although the score wouldn't say that. Okay, we started with the 7th inning, so the last resort for Zurich to score some extra runs, although they have 6 insurance runs or runs on the board, and Botswana still need to score more than they did score on all 6 prior innings. So we have a lead-off meanwhile for Zurich. So the lead-off hit it, and it was not retrieved fast enough to make the out on first. It was hit, but it was bobbled by the second baseman, or base player. I'm not sure how it's going to be recorded, if it's a hard hit ball or if it's going to be recorded as an error. I don't see an error yet, so I consider it being a hard hit ball because she did the utmost attempt to keep the ball in front of her, and in that case it's not. Oh, it is. Meanwhile, it has been considered an error. So the leadoff reached base on an error, and now the second batter has also made it to first base on a grounder hit between first and second base, moving the first base runner to second. So we have 1 and 2 occupied with no outs, so a potential infield fly situation. So Zurich really starting well in this inning again, like they did in the 5th. They really put on a show on the 5th. 1 ball, and it is a dead ball. The ball has been pitched against the runner, the batter. So we have all bases loaded with no outs. So bases loaded, no outs, a hit. At least we'll score 1 run, maybe multiple runs. And now we have Taylor McCants on number 34 in the batter's box. See if she can hit it and hit it hard to expand the lead. And ball is pitched inside, swung at, so it is a strike. So foul ball. So well pitched and defended by the hitter. 0 balls, 2 strikes. Ball it to second base, tagging the runner from first, and also making the out. So it's a double play. So we had the first double play of the tournament. Tagged out, thrown out at first. Double play. So we have a runner at third, and we have a point extra. So the score is 11 runs for Zurich, 4 for Botswana, with 2 outs. Meanwhile, pitcher has thrown a strike. And foul ball. So we have 2 strikes. Doing good, Wout. Really proud of you. Two outs, 2 strikes. And now we have the cold strike making the third out. So we're going to change fields. So it was a little high in the zone, but considered a strike. So if the umpire.
All you need is the ball.
Okay, welcome back after this short commercial break. Baseball 5, nice to play. $14 in, 7 out, 4 challenges. So they're making a defensive change, enabling the challenge to shut down the game at 4 to 11. First pitch is called a strike, and the second is hit, and the out is being made, and so we get a replay. The ball is hit too short, and the out is made perfectly by the challenger team. First out. So first pitch is up, and a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes for Morong Sepukolo. It's called strike. We have 1 and 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Totlo Berta Maluzo at bat. DH. It's called the ball. A little bit high. So I perfectly agree with the home plate umpire. So swung at and missed. So we have 22 count. 2-2. So Totlo is getting ready for at bat. Here we go. And it's a ball. It's low. Full count. Take you out. Your paranormal skills are really paying off. You already scored it before we knew it. And it's high. We have a base on balls as a lead-off. Sorry, not as a lead-off, but with one out. Botswana grasping their opportunities to score some runs. Started well in the first 3 innings, but after the massacre in the 5th, 8 runs scored by Zürich. And the Zurich team is really taking control of that defense. Okay, hard hit ball, but it's called foul. So it just missed first base. 1-1. So we have all ones on the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and 1 runner on first. So 5 times a 1. And 11 is also 2 times 1. Thank you out. So we have 7 ones. It's a ball. It's too high. 2 balls, 1 strike. It's hit, but it's hit for foul. So the score is 22, 2-2, with 1 out. So we went from 150 to 90 viewers. Maybe, I hope not. Maybe some of the Botswana spectators already called it a day. But softball and baseball, it's never over. It's only over after Fat Lady sings. The Fat Lady sings. Here, you see, and we did not already mention this. And a hard hit ball is hit to shortstop. A hard hit ball is hit to shortstop, giving her some feet injury. But I think it should be considered a. It is a bad bounce. She missed it by the glove, but don't know exactly what caused it. What it does cause is runners on first and second. So we have an injury treatment, and this tournament is not only obviously for the first 8. Some coaches have some medical background or at least the skills to treat their players, but we have also a professional medical aid here. So if something should happen, we're able to support them in that. Okay, well, no traumatic injury, so she's still good to go. The next batter, Koitsana Moergestel, is in the batter's box, getting ready, getting her first pitch called a strike. So, first and second is loaded. Foul ball. It's number 3. Yeah, Should be right, Hans. Hans. So the ball is hit towards the pitcher, making the out on first, resulting in a second out for Botswana. I can do that. Thanks. Okay, so we have 2 outs on the board, and Zürich is up to their last out to score their first victory on this Cup Winners' Cup tournament. So, unless magic happens, it looks like Zurich is going to win this game. With 1 ball, with 2 outs on the board. 1 strike called. It really looks like the outcome of this game will favor Zurich as their winners. Swing and a miss. So we have 0 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second, and on third. Ball pitched outside, so it was a challenging pitch, but it was a ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, hard hit ball to the middle, scoring 2 runs for the Botswana team. So the fat lady hasn't sung yet. So this game will continue. 2 runs on the board for Botswana. Score is 6 Botswana, 11 for Zurich. With a runner on first, 2 outs. Can they continue the rally? Let's wait and see. Next pitch. Oh, a pop fly, foul ball. Over the backstop. And now Annie Hecker, one of the famous roof volunteers, is catching that foul hit ball to return it to Wout Isbouts, who is running this tournament from WBSC organization. Annie Hecker, the volunteer already for I think 40 years, volunteer at the roof, has even her own field on this club grounds. So we have an Annie Hecker field as appreciation of one of our volunteers. Meanwhile, the count has been changed to 2 balls, 1 strike, and that's the 3rd ball. So Swiss is really struggling to make the last out for so far. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Will this be the last pitch? Wait and see. Here we go. Foul ball. Oh, just missed. Full count with 2 outs. Runner on first, so she will be leading. A ball, foul hit. So better still alive. Okay, we have a base on ball, so 1 and 2 are occupied. Still 2 outs. Will this game continue, or will the final out be made? Meanwhile, we're 2.5 hours on our way. So what you see is the schedule is tight. And next game is... well, last game is scheduled for 8:30, but let's hope we can keep up the schedule, because I think a day of 11 or 12 or 13 hours will be more than enough, Hans, right? Oh, so we can have some spare time. We can have some extra innings. Meanwhile, we have 2 strikes on the board. Final pitch, no. Out. Oh, the out is made on third, and that will finalize the score for Zürich. 11, Botswana 6 is the final score. Congratulations, Zürich. And wow, great play at third base. Great first game, a lot of hitting, a lot of scoring. Hope to see you back soon. And we're in for the commercials. Oh, we don't do commercials, it's ball game. Thank you for watching and hope to see you soon.